Hi, and welcome back to Big Mama's Garden. On today, I have several new projects that I'm trying to start today on this cloudy, cool Sunday evening in Zone 9B that I hope that I'll be able to complete as many as I can. One of them I want to complete and build another hoop house like I have behind me there. I hadn't finished completing that one yet. I got to add some more to that, but I'm over here. I'm going to add another hoop house. I have my materials at hand that I'm going to use to complete that project. I have my PVC pipe, rebar, plastic covering, and I also have another shade cloth like that one that I'm going to add over in this area too. So I'll be able to protect my vegetables that's growing over here with this cool weather that's coming. But look what's still growing over here. I still have some cucumbers growing in November. Ain't that something? It's cool outside too. I think we're in the 50s. Last night I think it may have gotten down in some of the 40s temperatures. But I still got cucumbers growing. Okay, so I'm going to start building another hoop house over here like I have on this side. I have a lot of raised beds over here that I have cabbage growing. Look over there. Still have some squash and zucchini growing. You can see the flowers blooming on them. I got onion, some more onion over here, and some cabbage. Still have some bell peppers. A tomato plant still hanging in here. Asparagus growing over there. So what I want to do over here, I want to come in and lay down some straw in this bed to kind of protect them a little better with the cold weather. I also have garlic and onion growing over in this container. Let me see if I can get a close-up of my squash. Look at the flowers still blooming on my squash. I've got some powdery mildew on them as well, but they still hanging in here in this cold weather. Let me see if anything gonna grow. I still have tomato plants growing here, and my okra, I think it maybe at the end of it. I see a few still trying to grow, but not very many. It's getting kind of cold for it. No more lemons. I harvested some lemons that I had on here, but don't look like any more are gonna come with this cold weather coming. Over here in my raised beds that I made out of the wood panels, I have some spinach growing. I have spinach growing in these little container pots that I sowed from seed. I put celery in this one, but I don't see any celery coming up yet. I put 2 sets of seeds in here already. So let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. What is that? Maybe the celery coming up there. And I had sowed 2 sets of seeds in here because I wasn't seeing anything growing. But I see on this side my spinach is growing pretty good. Over here in this raised bed, I have some more cabbage growing. They They coming up, growing from seed. And I saw I went to um, Home Depot, and I found some red cabbage. I said I'm gonna sow these two in my bed. Let's see. No, I have four. Two in each one of these little container pots. Hadn't had to try the red cabbage yet. I said let me go ahead and see if I can try them out this season. And look what I still have over here. I have some bell peppers still growing. Yes, bell peppers still growing. Come on, bell peppers, get bigger for me before this winter weather take y'all out. I kept bringing them inside on my back porch, but I kept getting all of these little white flies kept coming in and growing on them. So I said, let me bring them back outside. I had to wet them down and get those white flies off of them. So I don't know what was going on the inside where it was causing them the white flies to collect on them like they were doing. But I hope they grow bigger and I can harvest them before the winter weather takes them out completely out. I have over here some more spinach growing in these grow bags. I have some cabbage. No, this is some collard greens. Collard greens growing in here. And I have these two grow bags that I had, it's been 2 months now, that I had did the romaine lettuce seeds in. I sowed the romaine lettuce seed. And so far, I only have one little one that's coming up. So I don't know what's going on in this bag. And this one here too, nothing's coming up. So I found some more romaine lettuce seedlings that I'm going to transplant into these bags. Found these at Home Depot as well. I think I got about maybe 7 in here. So I said I'm going to go ahead, since having a hard time from seed them to grow. And it's been 2 months, and this is how far I've gotten in these grow bags with them. I said let me transplant me some romaine lettuce and see if they're going to grow a little better than the ones just with the seeds. Over here I have some more of my collard greens growing. Got a lot of little seedlings coming up. I sowed these from seed. Direct sowed these from seed. Got a few. And then these little container pots, I have some more collard greens growing. So just in case, you gotta have backup, just in case the ones you sowed in your planters not coming up, you have some more that you can pull out and put in their place. So here is my straw that I'm going to use, that I need to go around and put in my raised beds to kind of give them some more protection from the cold weather. So I'm going to put some in all of my bags, grow bags too. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start another bed. I think I may put some more of the spinach over here. I don't know, something else I'm going to grow, but I got all my stuff then lined up that I'm going to fertilize the beds with bone meal, some coffee grinds, some Epsom salt. I got my banana peels and my egg shells that I'm going to grind up and mix together with all of this and put into my soil to fertilize my soil. So I got a lot of little projects I want to get started on today. Let's see how many I'm going to complete. A lot of work today in Big Mama's garden. Let me go over here. I got one more thing to show you. Okay, over here in my green bed, I had harvested those greens and gave them to my neighbor for Thanksgiving. Still got some more of the little smaller ones still growing. I have a few. They gotta come on up that I planted some more seeds in the areas that wasn't germinating. Got garlic over here. Now I end up putting garlic in mostly all of my garden beds too, because garlic kind of helps protect the plants from the bugs. My salad bed, it's going slowly too. I had to add some more of my butter crunch lettuce seeds in here, because I only have, look, just that one that's coming up real big. The rest of them taking a long time to get started here. I have the salad bowl lettuce, and I think that's another gourmet blend. But I need to put some more, sow some more seeds over here to kind of help them fill up this bed with. And I have my mustard greens growing over here. Okay, mustard greens. I added some garlic in here. I see one growing up in there. One more growing up. I don't know. Come on, garlic. Where you at? Okay, mustard greens. Continue to grow. Continue to grow. Okay. What else I have? Oh, I still have my carrots growing here. And my poor eggplant. I didn't get very many this year. Last year I had them growing in the ground in my raised bed. They did real good. But this season I put them in the container pot. I didn't get as many to grow like I did last season. But I still see some flowers blooming on them. Still see some flowers blooming. So let's see if I'm gonna get any more before the winter takes them away. Come on, eggplant. Okay. And look, some of my zinnias still growing. Looking pretty. Okay, let me get started on this hoop house over here. This is gonna be my first project I'm gonna work with today. See y'all back soon. Okay, I have all of my rebar nailed down and set in the ground where I want them to go. I'm gonna have 5 of the PVC pipes curved over and set on top of each rebar that I have placed. So it'll look similar to my little hoop house over here. Let me get started. All I have to do is just bend the PVC pipe and place it on top of each rebar. And that's going to support it and hold it into place. Then I'm going to put some little hooks onto each one of these wood panels here, fence panels, to kind of support that PVC pipe. A little stronger support on that. So let me get started bending these PVC pipes into place. Okay, I have these plastic attachments that I'm going to hook to each end of the PVC pipe. Connect them together. The ones that's on each end of the hoop house, I'm going to use this 3 connection here where I have one of the PVC pipes on each end, and then I'm going to bring a middle section in the middle that's going to go straight across to give more support to the middle of the hoop house. So let me get started connecting these PVC pipes together. Okay, I had to connect 2 of the 10-foot PVC pipes together. With this 3-prong connection here, where I have another PVC pipe going down this middle section to be my middle support for the hoop house. And I had to get the 2 10-foot PVC pipes so when I make that bend, it'll be high enough, similar to how I have bent over the hoop house on this side. So it'll be high enough so when you walk through it, you'll be able to walk through it without hitting your head. So let me get started bending these pipes, PVC pipes, and connect them to the rebar. Okay, I'm just going to take the PVC pipe and place it over the rebar that I have set there. See if I can do this here and hold the camera too. There we go. Got it down. Let's kind of push the PVC pipe down in the soil a little bit. Okay, all I have to do is place one end on the rebar, the PVC pipe on one end of the rebar, and then take the other end and place it on the other side where the rebar is set. And then I have my curved piece of the rebar started with my little arch. Okay, I have my front arch connected on this hoop house. Went from one end of the rebar to the other end of the rebar. And I have my arch in the middle. Now all I gotta do is add the rest of the 4 arches, connect them to each rebar on each side, and I have the framework of the hoop house completed. Okay, I have connected the zip ties around the T-pole and the PVC pipe to give it a little more stronger support there. And I have the arch on this end made, and I got the other end with the zip ties connected to that T-pole as well. And I'm going to put a brace nail a brace onto that PVC pipe into the wood panel to give it a little more support. So I have both of my end corners with the arch together. Right in that middle, I'm gonna put a PVC pipe going straight down the middle once I have all the other arches in place to give it a middle support. Okay, I have my second hoop house frame together. Thanks to my husband for coming out and tightening up the connections a little stronger for me. So I have the frame all put together with the PVC pipe and the rebar, and I tied them together with some zip tie. Now all I have to do is add my covering over it. Okay, I added some of the bone meal in, put some right in this hole. Make more than one hole here. There's one in the middle there. One over here on this side. Let's see, should I put 3? Yeah, let me go on and put 3 holes in here. One, put 3 of them in each one. Do the same over here. 3 holes. Bone meal in each one of them. The plant could be sitting right on top of that bone meal and strengthen those roots. Okay. And let me get the 3 out of these here little transplants and put them into the grow bag. Okay, I end up having 7 of the romaine lettuce. Put 4 in this bag, put 3 in this bag. Let's see. Dig down deep and then cover it up with the soil all the way to the top. Press it down. All the air bubbles out of it. Let's do the same thing over here. Dig this hole a little deeper. Put this one in all the way to the root. Cover it up with the soil. Press it down. Do this one here the same way. Get that root down in that soil. Cover it up. Press it down. This last one here. And this one right in the middle. Press it down. Put the soil over all the way to the top of it. those 4 in there. The soil down around it. Okay. Got those 4 in there. Let's go over here. Let's dig a little deeper hole. Transplant this one in. This romaine lettuce gonna grow good in these bags. Yeah, I already have a head start over my seeds that didn't germinate. So let's see if these have a better growing response here in this grow bag with it already being a seedling that already has full leaves on them. Press it down. Okay. This last one here, look at all those roots in there. Dig this hole down a little deeper. Let's put this one in. Cover it up with some soil all around it. Pat it down, get the air bubbles out. Okay. Okay. Romaine lettuce. I'm going to cover it up with some of the straw to protect it from this cold winter weather. Okay. Okay, romaine lettuce. Grow big and beautiful for us. Okay, I'm getting ready to transplant these red cabbages into this raised bed along with the other cabbages that are growing from seed. There's 4 of them. I'm gonna put 1 on each corner of this bed. I already added some bone meal in the soil. So let me dig the hole and place them into their new spot in the raised bed.